Hello everybody, here we are again at D&J Hobby Center, going to film another battle report with John and his Tyranids, and Luke and his Dark Eldar. Luke and his Dark Eldar, right, yes. We'll go over the armies in a minute, but this is John's deployment. He's got lots of shooty Tyranids, 5 Tyrant, Biovores and Zoanthropes and all sorts of fun stuff. And then I've got my Haemonculus Coven Dark Eldar null deployment deep strike list. So we'll see how that goes. We'll get back to you after John turn 1. Tyranid turn 1. We had the Tervagon, which is stand-in Trigon, Moloch, birth 12 more Termagants, and he moved everything up. Carnifex is moving up. Everything's shifting out of the cover, trying to get over here to the Relic, which is our trusty barmaid. Hive Tyrant just going to shift it back here, and the Biovore's moved up. But pretty uneventful turn, not a lot to shoot at, in fact nothing to shoot at. So here we go with Dark Eldar, turn 1. Turn 1 for Dark Eldar was very eventful. The Scalpel Squadron showed up. First one landing miraculously in that building, immobilizing itself, but killing 6 Gaunts. Second one, mishapping, getting placed in this building, immobilizing itself, and doing absolutely nothing to anything. John has rolled his reserves, and he's got a squad of 4 sky swarming little
Sky Slasher Talons.
Sky Slasher Talons, yeah, that thing, with stupid evil pistols that eat stuff. Tyranid's turn 2. Turn 2 for the Tyranids was an eventful one. Successfully killed that Venom and obliterated the squad inside because I had nowhere to run. Only one had space to fit within 1 inch, or outside of 1 inch rather. So the Acthus stands like a man. This squad over here got wiped out by some Carnifexes, so it's dead. And Tyranids have captured the Relic. So it doesn't look good for Dark Eldar. We've rolled for reserves. The Razorwing Jet Fighter, the Dark Artisan formation, the Cobblite Warriors in a Venom, and the second Grotesque squad has arrived, and we'll see what they can manage to do on Dark Eldar turn 2. Turn 2 for the Dark Eldar was very eventful. The Dark Artisan formation landed here and wiped out a lot of that squad of Gaunts. The Acthus that survived charged into combat with the Termagant. Didn't do anything. It was awesome. The Raider that came on here fired at that Carnifex and dealt a wound. Then the Razorwing came in, fired all its missiles, and the gaggle of Tyranids there dealt 7 wounds, I think, maybe 8. And then this fired on the Carnifexes. This Venom back here, dealing 2 wounds in their cover. That was Dark Eldar turn 2, and we're on to Tyranids turn 3. They still hold the Relic, so we'll see how this turns out. The Tyranid turn 3 was eventful. The Carnifex and Tervagon charged the Dark Artisan formation and killed the Talos straight out, but we took down a Carnifex. The Acthus and Termagants are still locked, and we've moved up to scare more of the board. The Sky Ripper things deep struck, mishapped, and I put them in the middle of this building. They did not suffer a single wound from that. Dark Eldar turn 3. Dark Eldar turn 3. Still locked in combat here. The Haemonculus is dead, but took another 2 wounds off the Tervagon. These two still fail to do anything to each other. And we moved up here, brought in Urian Rakarth, moved up here, shot some things, killed some Gaunts, and he no longer holds the Relic. So that's good. Tyranids, turn 4. Tyranids, turn 4. Finally killed the Kronos and the Akathist in close combat. So now all these squads are free. Shot up Venom and charged the last Coblite Warrior, who is standing like a man. Shot at the Jinking Raider, failed to do any damage, and moved up to recapture the Relic once again. So Tyranid turn 4 was eventful. Now on to Dark Eldar turn 4. Dark Eldar turn 4. We got the Grotesques into combat here, and took out the Carnifexes and 1 or 5 or so Gaunts. I don't even know. And the Turvodon looks on in horror as it slaughters its babies. The other squad of Grotesques with Urian Rakarth and the Archon got in, killed 1 Carnifex in the Ripper Swarm bases, but they have an army of Tyranids staring down their throat. He still holds the Relic, and the Razorwing Jet Fighter has flown off the table and will return expressly. So, Tyranids, turn 5. We'll see what we can do. Turn 5. Top of turn 5 for the Tyranids. Turvodon watched on while some Grotesques killed some more of its little children things. They consolidated towards the Relic. The Relic is in the middle of that blob of doom. The Tyranids are consolidated into a little fighting force here, all pocketed up in the middle, and they have Grotesques coming in on both sides. The Coblite Warrior has finally died in his little assault with the Ripper Swarms, and we're looking at turn bottom of turn 5. So we'll see what happens here and if the game goes on after that. Turn 6 for the Tyranids. The Blob of Doom exploded into the Blob of Doom. Things died. Lots of things died. So much death. The Hive Tyrant didn't make its charge on the Raider, but the Tyrannifex did, and crushed it. This squad over here was hit by some Bitovores, lost a model. The Hive Tyrant lost his top half, but he came back together. Reanimation protocols, that's some sick shit. No, I'm just kidding, he just fell apart. Anyway.
That'd be fucking terrible.
This is dead. Goodbye. I loved you. Those are dead. Haha, they hated you. Dead, 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 dead. So, yes, good things are happening. Dark Eldar turn 6. Okay.
Megadeth Apocalypse.
Bottom of turn 6. The Megadeth Apocalypse here, as John so affectionately calls it, is still going on. Those Shrikes are still standing there holding the Relic while, if you focus, while the Grotesque and Haemonculus duke it out with the Warrior and Gaunts. There are 2 Gaunts left and 1 Warrior left, 3 Grotesques, and Haemonculus. This squad is still standing there, doing what they do best, standing there. The Hive Tyrant's still over there. This thing's still over here, and this thing is still here. Nothing moved, just a lot of punching and death. So,
We go on.
if we go on, last roll. Here we go.
Yes,
A 5.
we do.
We do. Turn 7. Tyranids. Right. Turn 7 for the Tyranids. The Shrikes have moved through this building. They're standing there with the Relic. The Hive Tyrant came in and put a beating on the Grotesque squad. The Haemonculus is standing strong. The Termagant stood here and looked at that Raider. Probably thought about doing something, but didn't. And these guys are still standing here, because that's what they do. They stand places. Fuckers.
You know what would have helped you against those racks besides the...
But yes. Turn...
Perspex.
6, 7. Turn 7. Alright, turn 7. The bottom of turn 7. The Hive Tyrant was slain, as was this whole blob of madness, by the Grotesques and the Archon. However, the Shrikes still hold the Relic. We have Linebreaker with a Raider, and these because of the deployment type. And he has Linebreaker here with the Ravagers, Reapers, those things, people of the internet, those things.
They're in lurk too, so they couldn't go anywhere.
And
Chunk down, I'm gonna fucking stay.
what else happened? Oh, he also had First Blood, so John won 5-2. Slay the Warlord and Linebreaker. He had Linebreaker, Slay the Warlord, and the Relic. So, 5-2 victory, Tyranids, but a damn good game nonetheless.